So yeah, you can able to see my screen, right? Oh, that's great. Okay, thank you. So today I'm just discuss about this what is DevOps. Okay, then after we can come into this Git. So if I tell what is Git, you will not understand, right? You need to know from zero, like why this DevOps comes into this world. So before discussing this DevOps, I need to discuss about this software industry, like how the software industry was get into this market, how they are working. Okay, that's nothing but software development life cycle, how the software industry is going to work. So if you see 20 years back, they used to follow a process, nothing but a methodology. So in our how our parents will follow, like, so they will do some marriage, then after we will be having kids. So it's nothing but a process they have kept. In the same way, in software industry also, there is a software development called as there is a software development life cycle. So some people, for some experienced guys, has kept some waterfall model. So waterfall model nothing but like whenever I get any requirement, like for suppose, just treat me as I'm running a software company. Okay, one person came to me. Okay, and he has a mango business. He used to sell mangoes offline, but he want to design an application so that people can directly purchase from their his application. So he came to the software company and said, hey, I want to create a application for my mangoes. I will sell mangoes using application. So he will come to the software company and he will tell the requirement. Okay, then after software company, what they will do, they will take the requirement and they will gather the requirement. They will analyze how we can able to develop this mangoes application. Then after this, they will create some design. Then after, they will start writing a code. Okay, and then after, they will test the code, like they will just test home page is working or not, people can able to purchase or not. They will just test internally. Then after, they will directly upload it to the Play Store, and people can able to download and they can able to work, they can able to use that application. But for this process, they used to take total 1 year. Okay, whenever I get a requirement, they used to take the requirement and they will tell, I will take 1 year to complete this whole process. So in between, customer, like in between, the client will not involve. Client, who is the client here? The mango business owner. So they will not involve him. So let me compare this waterfall model with real life example. Like for suppose, I have a land. Okay, I have a empty land. What I will do, I will go to the contractor. I will tell that this is my land, I want to construct a 4-floor apartment. Okay, then what he will do, he will tell, okay, come back to me after 1 year. So I will go after 1 year and I will check the building, 4-floor apartment. For suppose, if I don't like that building, so whatever I have invested money, total money will be lost, because he will not involve me in within that 1 year. Okay, even if I go and ask, yeah, I want to check my building, he will not allow, because he has a agreement of 1 year. So after 1 year only he will involve me, because it's a waterfall model. After that, we get a agile software development, nothing but now at present every company is following this agile methodology. What is this agile? What is this waterfall? So I am going to explain now. So coming to waterfall, how they are used to follow, they used to take complete 1 year. They don't allow the client, nothing but mango seller, to see his website, see his application. But coming to agile, it is total different. Okay, first he will construct a, if you compare with this real life example, first he will construct a first floor apartment, or like first floor. So he will invite his client, nothing but whoever the owner of that building. He will invite him and he will show, hey, this is the first floor, I have designed one bedroom for you, I have designed a hall for you, is it okay for you? If not, just let me know, I will modify that. So here the customer involvement is going on. So for everything, so they will every week, every 2 weeks, they will call the client, they will show. Client is nothing but here the owner of the website or owner of the building. He will tell and he will show, so that here the involvement between the client and the company going to happen every 2 weeks, so that he will be satisfied at the end, right? So for that project it will take 1 year, but even if it take 1 year, every 2 weeks client is involving. If he has some changes, he can able to tell, he can able to modify the things what depending upon his requirement. But coming to waterfall model, there is no involvement of client. But here agile, it's an advantage. That's the reason companies are using this agile methodology. So even if you don't know what is this waterfall and agile, nothing to worry, you no need to understand. But in reality how companies are going to work, I'm just explaining. If you see here waterfall model, they used to take total 1 year. Okay, they used to design, they used to take 2 months for design, they used to take 2 months for development, they used to take 2 months for testing. So after developing, they will going to test total application at a time. Then the tester will have so many errors. For solving that errors, they will, if the error is not solved within 1 year, the project, if it is not completed, it will be a bad impact for the company. So but here coming to agile, every 2 weeks they used to test the application. So first they will design home page, then they will invite the client, they will show, okay, home page is okay for you, then after I will go to the payment section, or I will go to add to cart section. So they will take the feedback. Here also take total 1 year will take, but they will divide the total requirement into different pieces, and they will use to work slowly, one by one. But here used to take at a time everything. That's the reason agile has become successful, and now at present every company are using this, nothing but a process, simple process they are following. How our like olden generation used to follow, now we are also following their path. In the same way, in software industry also, companies are following this agile process. That's it. So you no need to understand, this is a scrum methodology in agile, you no need to understand. So I will just tell simply, okay, this is a product backlog, nothing but total website requirement will be there. Then after we will be having a meeting, nothing but sprint planning meeting. In that meeting we used to discuss, okay, he has given us a total website. In next week, what I need to, in which I need to work, nothing but, for suppose if I want to work on home page, so they will kept that requirement into sprint backlog. So like that it will take 2 to 3 weeks sprint. So every 24 hours we used to give the feedback. Okay, now we have decided to design a home page. So for this home page, I have implemented these things. So tomorrow I am going to work on this. Like that every day you will tell, today what I am going to do, what I am going to work. Like that you will just give the feedback. That's it. We have a scrum master, nothing but it is like a manager. So you used to ask, okay, how much you have worked, and yesterday what you have worked, and today what is your plan. That's it. Then after we complete, after completing the work, we will be having some sprint review and retrospective meeting. Nothing but in 2 weeks what we have done, what is the mistakes we have done, and what is the pending work is there. So that pending work will be added to the next 2 weeks. So like this they used to work the work. We are not getting into the technical part, so we are going to discuss about Git tomorrow. But here we are discussing about how companies are working, because you need to know how the companies are going to work. Then after, if even if you go inside the company, I have explained you everything, right? You will not have that fear. So now, okay, agile is okay, perfect, everything was superb. But how DevOps came into this agile? I am going to tell. What is this agile versus DevOps? Nothing but, if you see agile and DevOps has came into this agile. Nothing but, for suppose if I take the example of 4-floor apartment. Okay, inside that 4-floor apartment, whatever the elevator is there, right? Elevator. That elevator is nothing but DevOps. Okay, DevOps has came into this agile model, but the agile is okay, everything was working perfect, but they used to do everything manually. Like for suppose if I want to install software in any server, they used to log in manually into the server, they used to install the softwares. So process was changed, but the working thing was only manual. That's the reason DevOps came into this agile. Nothing but, in the olden days they used to design 4-floor apartment, but even people used to use steps to go to the 4th floor. Now it has totally changed. We have a elevator for every apartment. We just go inside and we will just click 4 I will directly go to the fourth floor, so that I am saving the time and energy, everything. In the same way, DevOps is also helping the agile to do the process fastly. If the process is fast, project will be completed fastly. If the project completed fastly, they will release application to the market, they will earn money. So at the end, we are doing that part. So our responsibility was to, now let me discuss what is this DevOps. So before that, I just want to know the feedback, like did you understand at least basic thing, like what is the difference between this agile and waterfall? Did you understand, or if you have any doubts you can ask, so that we can go further regarding DevOps. Sorry. Sorry, come again, Rajneesh. Yeah, Rajneesh, you can able to check the recording once again. Okay, you can watch the recording once again. If I want to repeat same thing again, it will take too much of time. If you have any doubts, you can ask. So then after, let us discuss what is this DevOps. So actually, like which application you are going to use for booking the bus ticket, and which application you are going to use for booking the like movie ticket. Majority of people will use Redbus and Book My Show. Why only Redbus and Book My Show people going to use? Because they were released first to the market. So Book My Show is the first one who has came to the market for booking the movie tickets. That's the reason Book My Show has become a huge success. So whoever came released first to the market, they have the more credit, and they will rule the market. So the people responsible for delivering application quickly to the market, should they be rewarded well or not? So whoever responsible, like for suppose I am a DevOps engineer, I have designed the application, I have implemented that application, I have helped the company to release the application as fast as I can. So I need to reward well, right? Though the simple job description of DevOps engineer is to create a pipeline to deliver the application faster to the market. Simple DevOps engineer's job description is to, I want to release the application fast to the market. So that is the like job description of DevOps engineer. How I am going to implement that pipeline, what is that pipeline, I am going to explain. But the simple job description of DevOps engineer is to create a pipeline to deliver the application faster to the market. Nothing but I want to release that application as fast as I can. So that is the job of DevOps engineer. So what is this pipeline, I am going to explain. So if you see, he is a developer. So he just imagine that he is a Java developer. Okay, he has written some code. Okay, he has written some code and he has pushed the code to some Google Drive. Version control system is nothing but he kept some his code some in Google. Just if I convert it to a real life example, he has kept his code in Google Drive. So for suppose I have a movie, okay, where I will just keep in Google Drive. I will share with my friends. They can able to access that movie, and they can able to watch that movie. In the same way, we in the company we have different peoples, right? So many peoples are there. If they want to access that code, they have some medium. So there is to keep a in location where everyone can able to access. So that is nothing called as version control system. So I am going to tell what is this version control system. No need to worry. Okay, they just imagine that version control system is nothing but Google Drive. So he has a movie, he kept that movie in the Google Drive, that's it. So whenever developer write the code, right, he will upload that code to the version control system. After uploading the code, from here DevOps engineer works will start. Okay, we will take that code. Okay, you will be confused. Let me go to my downloads folder. Let me go to programs. Okay, just if you see, this is the git file. Okay, this is the git software. Now let me go to the properties. So it is nothing but git setup file, a .exec file. So I can directly double click and I can install the application, I can use the application. So this setup file, who has created? As a DevOps engineer, we need to create the setup file. Developer will write simple code and he will keep the code. We need to take that code, we need to convert that code into this setup file. So that is what we are going to do. So how we'll create this setup file, you no need to worry. You will going to learn step by step. Okay. So what he will do? He will keep the code. We will take that code. We will build and package. Package is nothing but that setup file creation. After creating the setup file, where we will keep that setup file, we will copy into different servers. That's it. Some people will call it as testing environment, some people will call it as development environment, some people will call it as UAT. Doesn't matter, just we are copying into different folders. That's it. What we are copying? The setup files which you have created. Why we are copying that setup file? I want to run the application. So like that, here I am copying into different server. Server is nothing but one window, like how the Windows operating system we are using. So same way we are calling that operating system, that system into a server. That's it. Server is nothing but not a big term, just they are calling it server. Why they are calling server? Because inside that server we are application is running. So as I said, right, in like we will be having elevator, we will go to and we will just enter 4th floor, it will go automatically to the 4th floor. So in the same way we will create this pipeline. This total boxes we will call it as a pipeline. Okay, we will just keep, like if you take the example of train, how train will work? Okay, train will have some different coaches, they will be attached together, right? After that we will call it as a train. So in the same way we will just attach the different boxes and we will call it as a pipeline. That's it. There is no new terms in here. People will just confuse with the terms. So we will automate everything. So whenever developer commits the code, right, so it automatically it should create a package. Automatically creating the package, it should copy to different environments. We will set up that total automation. How we will set up, we are going to learn. You no need to worry about. Okay, to create this total setup we are going to use a tool, but at least you need, I am just explaining the process. What is the process we are going to do in DevOps? So whatever the process you have done, right, if you do complete automation, it is called as continuous deployment. If you do the automation until here, nothing but it is not come to the market, then it is called as continuous delivery. If you automate every box, it is called as continuous deployment. Nothing but everything was automated. So whenever developer commits a code, it will create a setup file. That setup file will copy to different servers. That's it. So if it is come to the market, nothing but it is uploaded to the Play Store. Then people can able to use, customers can able to use. Like for suppose if I have a Facebook application or Instagram application, Instagram has done some updates. They have added some feature. So if it is within the company, they are not released to the market and they are ready to release to the market. So if they automate until this box, then it is called as continuous delivery, because they will just take the approval, right? They cannot implement this feature directly to the, they cannot release to the directly to the market. They will ask some people. So Mark Zuckerberg will check, then after confirmation they will release to the market. So if you automate every box, it is called as continuous deployment. Even if you don't understand, don't worry, I'm going to repeat these things again. During Jenkins part we are going to discuss this things. If you don't understand, try to watch the recording and you will get some understanding. Yeah, it is new to you. Okay, this is the first class for you. You will be having some confusion. No need to worry. If you don't understand, I am here to explain. Like if you see, he is a developer, he has written some code, he has kept that code where, so if I have a movie, I will upload that movie into a Google Drive, right? In the same way, developer will write the code and he will kept in the repository. Okay, what I will do, I will take that movie and I will watch that movie. If that movie is not working, I will tell that, hey, your movie is getting stuck in between, just check, your movie is not playing. I will just tell to that my friend, friend will check and he will just upload it again. So in the same way, whenever developer write the code, right, they will push the code to the repository. So we are going to check that code. Okay, how you will check, you are going to learn. Okay, no need to worry. So if it is error, automatically we will send the notification to the developer will check if it is everything is working fine. Okay, if it is not working, he will again do some changes and he will again send the feedback. So this process is nothing but continuous integration. So it is going to happen continuously, right? Developer will write the code, he will push the code to the, he will keep that code into some folder, we will check that code. If it is okay, well and good, we will go to some other step. If it is not okay, we will send the feedback. Again, developer will send see that code, he will add some modification and he will send that code to the repository. So like this process will going to add on continuously. That's the reason we will call it as a continuous integration. Okay, wherever he kept the code, that is called as Git. Nothing but he is keeping the code in Git repository. So what is this Git? We are going to learn. So nothing but Google Drive. I said, right, I will upload my movie into a Google Drive. In the same way, developer, whatever the code he has written, he will keep that. Okay, he will keep that in Git. So I said, right, I will create a setup file. How I will create a setup file? There is also a one tool called as Maven. Using that tool, I will create a setup file. Setup file is nothing but I have shown you, right? Like if I want to install any Git software, I will be having .exec file. So in the same way, if the developer is he is written in Java, so using Maven tool, I am going to create a setup file. So it may be it may be jar or war file, we will call it as. If it is .NET, we are using some other tool called as MS Build. So you no need to worry. I am going to discuss these things. Okay, you just don't worry about that. Okay, after creating the setup file, what I will do, I will copy into different operating systems, that call it as a server. I will copy into different servers. So server is nothing but, now I am using Windows operating system, right, my system. Like that I will copy into some other system, that's it. So to copy that also we will be having some tool. Okay, like for suppose if I want to copy file into 100 machines, so at a time I want to copy into 100 machines, is it possible? Manually if you do, it will take too much of time, but if you use a tool, you can able to copy into different 100 servers at a time using nothing but that tool called as a Ansible. So using Ansible, you will copy a file into 100 servers. Okay, like for suppose if the server is not there, it's a new project, bro. Okay, I got a new project, there is no servers are available, nothing but no systems are available. I want to create a system. Is it possible? If I want to create 100 servers one by one, it will take too much of time. So I want to create a server at a time. Is it possible? So using Terraform, we will create that servers. After creating the server, I want to copy a file. So at that time I will use a Ansible. If the server is present, Terraform will not come into the picture. If the servers was already present, we will use Ansible to copy the code. If the server is not present, then Terraform will create the servers for us. So where developer will keep their code in the Git software. Okay, what we will do, we will take that code, we will create a package. Package is nothing but a setup file. If it is .NET, we will use MS Build. So if the server is not present, what I need to do, I need to create that 100 servers. Is it possible manually? It will take too much of time. So I will use the Terraform to create this total servers. So after creating the server, I need to copy a file. I want to install some softwares. How I can able to do? I will use a tool called as Ansible or Chef. Using that, I will create that. I will install the packages. I will copy some files. So nowadays, if you see market in nowadays, Docker has become famous. Okay, what is this Docker? What is this Kubernetes? We are going to discuss. You no need to worry. So okay, so after creating the package, I will convert that package. Like if I have a movie, what I will do? I will burn that movie into a CD, right? Okay, I will copy that CD into a CD. I will play that movie using a DVD player. So here the CD is nothing but Docker. DVD player is a Kubernetes. So what is Docker? What is Kubernetes? If you don't understand, you no need to worry. I'm going to discuss deeply about these things. You just for now imagine this is a CD with a movie. Here movie is a application. CD is a image. So we will take that CD and we will play that application in Kubernetes. That's it. You no need to worry. I'm going to discuss these things. But you just if you see, we need to learn Git, we need to learn Docker, we need to learn Kubernetes, we need to learn Terraform, we need to learn Ansible. If you know these things, you are going to rule in the company. So as a DevOps engineer, you need to learn all these things. So this is the total pipeline. So we will set up this pipeline using these different tools. So this nothing but package. Here in .NET, it is a exec form. So this is .NET. Okay, Windows, Microsoft company has created this Windows system. So in the same way, in real time we are going to use Linux. In Windows we have UI option, but coming to Linux, you will be having a terminal. Like if you say CMD. So this is nothing but a called as terminal. In Windows you don't have a UI option. Sorry, in not Windows, in Linux you are going to use everything using this terminal. If I want to create a folder, I need to enter a command. But here you will just right click new folder. In Windows you can be able to easily create, but in Linux you need to create some folders using a command. You don't worry, I'm going to tell some basic Linux as well, but at least try to learn some Linux before coming into this DevOps. Even if you don't know Linux, no need to worry, I'm going to explain what are the requirement for DevOps. So basic job of DevOps engineer is to create a pipeline. How are going to create the pipeline? I'm going to explain this in Jenkins. Okay, total pipeline was created using Jenkins. So from tomorrow I'm going to start from zero, nothing but Git. Okay, after Git I will explain how to create this total pipeline. After that we are going to learn Docker. After that we are going to learn Kubernetes. So like this you are going to learn step by step. So from tomorrow I'm going to start Git. What is this Git? Why companies are using Git? What are the advantages of Git? Nothing but Google Drive. Just imagine this is a Google Drive where I'm keeping my movies. Here movie is a application. That's it. So do you have any doubts? I just plan to tell these things in today's session, not more than that. Let us go slowly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. E okay, sorry, internal. Okay, okay. Yeah, Git is safe. Yeah, yeah. We are not enter into the Git. Okay. So if you, when I explain about Git, then you will get an idea. So why people are using Git? Okay, if you say majority of the market are using Git because it is safe and it has many advantage compared to other tools. That's the reason it has become an hit. So if you see there is like Prabhas and there is a Mahesh Babu, why they have become successful? Why they are becoming too much of famous? Why only people watching their movies? Because they have some skill, they have some content. That's the reason they are rolling the market. In the same way, why people are using Git? Because Git is safe. Git has so many advantages, and it was created by Linux owner. Whoever created the Linux operating system, that owner has created the Git. That's the reason, and it is a one more added advantage for the Git. People will blindly trust. If you see 90% market using Linux, not Windows, for running their applications, because Linux is very safe and no one can able to hack the Linux. So that founder is designed this Git. So that's the reason people are blindly trusting Git and they are using Git. So yeah, these are my I don't charge okay at a time because people don't have that much of money to invest. So that's the reason I charge tool wise depending upon the comfortability of the student. So these are my charges. Okay, for Git it will take 10 to 15 days to complete the total Git. So you can simply pay 2000 rupees and you can enroll to this Git, and I will provide the recording everything, and you can watch the recording, and I will provide the classroom notes as well. Whatever I will speak, everything will be updated in github.com. You can directly see and you can practice. First 3 days will be you can join simply free. At least you need to know, right, how I am teaching. If you don't have doubt, you can visit my, I have already uploaded some classes. So if you enter at the rate DevopsEasy, just go to videos, right? If you see, I have uploaded Kubernetes first class. So I have explained 15 days back. After completing the Kubernetes, now I am starting the Git. So if you see, I have uploaded some videos. Docker 14th class, nothing but last class. Like this, like that, I just upload some Linux videos. How to create the EC2 instance. How we like uploaded Terraform last class. So you can check how I am teaching. If you can able to understand, if you can able to follow my teaching, you can join. Anyway, you can join 3 days for free. You can check how I am teaching. Then after, if you are interested, you can join. You can continue. So yeah, do you have any doubts? Like, did you understand? Just explain today how process was going to work. Nothing but waterfall versus agile. What in waterfall they used to create the like they used to design the application, but they used to take 1 year. But there is no involvement of, like, I am the owner of mango seller. Okay, if the company is not allowing me to add features, if I don't like that, he is not involving me. At the end, I will not satisfy. That's the reason agile came to the picture. So in the agile, how they will use, they use it to create step by step. They use it to ask every time to the owner of that application, hey, I have created a home page, check out. If you okay, you can add some. If you have any modification, you can tell. So in the same way agile. So why agile? Inside the agile, how DevOps is come to the picture? So we are creating the apartment. Okay, he is design the apartment, but there is some automation in the apartment, right? If you use manual steps, how it is possible? So that's the reason elevator, they kept the elevator, so that they can able to go to the 5th floor or 15th floor. Just they will go inside and they'll just enter 15. You will directly go to the 15th floor. DevOps also helping agile in the same way. So that's it. These are the things we have discussed today. There is no magic here, just you need to understand. So I will compare everything with real life, then only people can able to understand this process.